Hey there, I'm Jen Persicki, and today I want to give you some tips for buying a home. Whether it's your first time buying a home or maybe you've bought and sold a few homes, these tips should be really helpful for you. So let's get started. The first tip I have for you is to know what you can afford. So you want to get with a local lender who can help you know what you can afford, and he can get you pre-approved. He or she can get you pre-approved. To be pre-approved when you're going into the home buying process just makes the process so much easier and so much smoother to get that done ahead of time. Knowing what you can afford helps you know how much you can financially afford. It also gives you an idea of what you're willing and comfortable to spend on a monthly mortgage payment. So that's my first tip, is know what you can afford. My second tip for you is to know the area that you'd like to live in. If you want to be close to school or work or church, get to know where those areas are, the neighborhoods that you like, maybe drive around those areas and get a feel for them and know kind of where you'd like to be. If you're new to the area and you don't know what school your kids are going to go to, a really great website to check out is greatschools.org, and that just gives you an idea of what the good schools are in the area. So know the area you want to live is my second tip. And then my third tip is to know your must-haves and also what I like to call your would-likes. Your must-haves are things like maybe you really need a 3-car garage, maybe you really need a 4th bedroom. Those are things that you really can't live without, and those are your must-have lists. So they have to be a part of the house that you buy. Your would-likes might be things like you would like a flat driveway, or you would like a large open concept room. Those are things that you can live without, but you would really like them. But if your house doesn't have them, it's not going to be a deal breaker. So make a list of those things. That's really, really helpful in narrowing down kind of the house that you think you might like to buy. My fourth tip is to get on an MLS search. And to do that, you need to find a realtor that you know and trust, and they can put you on an MLS search. Zillow and Realtor.com, those are all great search engines, but being on the MLS search will help you and the realtor really hone in on the homes that would work for you. It helps the realtor to know what you're looking for, and it might even help if there's a house that's not yet listed. That realtor might find it sooner for you. So get with a realtor, get that realtor put you on an MLS search, and start the process that way. The fifth tip is to tour potential homes, and this is probably the most fun part, at least it is for me. When you see homes that you think might work for you, go tour them, walk through them. What you see online in the pictures is not always how they are in real life, so it's really good to know to walk through homes and see them in person. If you're out of the area and you're moving to a new area and you can't be there for every home tour, I know realtors like myself, we can do virtual tours. We can walk through and do a FaceTime tour. I know when we moved to a new area, our realtor did a FaceTime tour for us, and that was super helpful to get an idea of the home. It also helps you kind of decide, things that you thought were important maybe aren't as important to you. So walking through homes and getting an idea of what you're looking for and walking through them and seeing them in person is super helpful. And that's the most fun part, like I said. So the sixth part is to make an offer. Obviously, once you find a home you want, you're going to want to make an offer on that home. And it's really important at this point to have your agent that you're working with check in with the listing agent and find out what's important to the sellers before making the offer. Sometimes we think that sometimes money is always important to sellers, but sometimes there's other things, other motivations that might make your offer a stronger offer. For instance, maybe the sellers need to live in your home for a couple weeks after you purchase it and they want to rent it back from you. Maybe they want a short close. There's just a lot of different things that sellers might like, and it's really good to have your agent contact the listing agent to see if you can find out how to really make a strong offer for the sellers. So that's tip number 6. Tip number 7 is to get inspections. Once you're under contract, you want to get inspections on the home. You almost always want to do a whole house inspection, and that's where an inspector will come out and look at every part of that house and test out all the appliances and look at all the just look at the circuits, the electrical circuits in the home and the plumbing, and just test everything out. It's just a basic general inspection that can pinpoint problems that there might be. And then sometimes, depending on like certain things like the roof, if the roof looks to be old, you may want to get an actual roofer to come out and give you a roofing inspection. If the HVAC system is old, you may want to get a specific HVAC inspection. Here in Colorado Springs, we recommend getting a radon inspection that determines the levels of radon in the home if the home doesn't already have a radon mitigation system. Another thing you might want to do is get a sewer scope that checks to see if there's anything blocking the sewers. So I'm actually going to be doing a video on inspections at a later time, so stay tuned for that if you want to know more about inspections that are good to get. So they're worth the money that you put into them, and your realtor can really help you determine which inspections are best for the home that you're buying. So really highly recommend inspections just for a great home purchase. So the last tip I have for you, tip number 8, is to be patient. In the current market that we are in, we're in the beginning of 2023, it's kind of a slower market. There's not a lot on the market right now. So it might take a while for the right home to show up. Be patient. If this is a long-term home that you plan on living in for a long time, don't settle for something. Be patient for the right home. Unless, of course, you have to move quickly, then you have to make decisions and maybe make some sacrifices. But I encourage you to be patient. It may be that you have to put a couple offers in on a couple different homes before the right situation comes about. So just be patient. So I hope these tips have been helpful to you. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a comment or a question in the comments below, and I'd be happy to get back to you. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos that I'll be producing in the future, please be sure to hit like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a great day.